After much effort, Harry and Meghan gave out. For all you Sussexes out there, please get out of here. As the royal documentary controversy explodes in flames, some are looking for a scapegoat. I'm your host, and I'd like to give a hearty welcome to the latest coverage of the UK royal news trend. According to insiders at Kensington Palace, the release of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's explosive Netflix docudrama completely shattered their relationship with the royal family. A senior member of the royal court claims Harry and Meghan vowed to reveal what really happened behind closed doors that forced them to quit. But now those doors are locked to them forever. As a devastating act of revenge against the royal family, they seem to hate their documentary is nothing more than truth-twisting, cheap-shot reality show, a great deal. Long-term effects of this devastating attack on the royal family and the institution of the monarchy cannot be overstated. Royals have officially buried the Sussexes. But the publicity-seeking Duchess of Sussex attempted to shift the blame for the show, which chronicles their transformation from palace outcasts to Hollywood hopefuls. The $100 million contract includes the December 8th premiere of the show. Meghan tried to gain some breathing room before the firestorm began by publicly announcing that she and Harry were trusting others with their story, even if it means it may not be the way we would have told it. The top brass at the streaming giant are reportedly fuming over her plan to deflect blame for all their all-out assault. If anything upsets the royals, Meghan obviously has a clear game plan. Blame the TV bosses, a source revealed. On the other hand, insiders claim she was fully aware of the risks involved and that she and Harry had agreed to completely and honestly pitch in the meetings. And those who know the renegade say they really let it rip. Harry claims, no one sees what goes on behind closed doors. For the sake of my loved ones, I had to risk everything. He lashes out at the so-called family hierarchy, saying they've been planting stories about him and Meghan and leaking information. Royal life is a dirty game, Harry says, and he blames his family for Meghan and his late mother, Princess Diana, as well as other women who have married into the royal family. According to sources, the show once again accuses the royal family of racism against Meghan, whose mother is black, and targets Meghan's rival, Prince William's wife, Kate. Another member of the royal family has revealed Meghan has a twisted obsession with her sister-in-law. Truly, Meghan's envy is killing her. She despises living in the shadow of the future queen, Kate, and uses any chance to speak ill of her. When the Sussexes dropped the trailer for the docudrama on the same day that William and Kate arrived in the United States for an official visit, it was only a matter of time before the simmerging catfight exploded. Then, a few days later, they planned to honour them for their heroic stand against royal racism by presenting them with an award. The palace was outraged because it appeared as though someone was trying to steal the spotlight from the Prince and Princess of Wales. Women may pretend otherwise, but deep down they really despise one another. They can't even be in the same room after years of public snubs, private yelling matches, and personal insults that tore the royal family apart. Since Harry and Meghan, who own a $14 million mansion in Montecito, California, seem to have shot themselves in the foot with the Netflix series, they no longer need to be. With the drawbridge up, Harry and Meghan are now officially outside of the palace. There have been fatal damage. There's no room for forgiveness at this point. As a matter of fact, Harry and Meghan's actions are turning more and more people against them. Most people are well aware by now that they can't trust a word, or more than a few words, that come out of their mouths, and their credibility continues to plummet as they continue to spread their lies. With each new truth, they are throwing themselves under the wrecking ball. For where I sit, it seems like there's nothing new that can be revealed besides the same old lies, same old deception, just spruced up a bit. Shortly after its release, Harry's book will dominate the new comedy section. Healthcare providers should be ready to treat patients admitted with laughing sickness. An expert of the royal family, however, has just told us that we'll no doubt continue to hear how classy it is for the royal family to remain silent. Actually, that's not always the case. When an adult child is causing problems for the family, it is never acceptable to let them behave recklessly and out of control. This isn't any old family. They're the royals, and as such, they owe it to the public to be forthright, realising that my silence amounts to a denial of truth. Since Meghan's surrogacy decision could affect her children's eligibility for titles, it's important that the public be informed. If the victims really want to share their experiences, as it seems they do, the bullying report should be made public. How can the people of Britain put their faith in Charles as their leader if he cannot rein in his own son and make him answer for his lies as a prince? It's important to recognise when they finally declare victory. Here are the consequences you'll face if you keep publicly criticising your family. It's ridiculous to assume that Harry and Meghan will simply disappear. Harry will continue to talk endlessly because his publishers have already planned a book tour. So, do you think everything will be resolved once he gets it all out? Don't be so sure. He's got a 3-book contract, so he needs to think of a lot more to say. And I can guarantee that American readers won't be interested in hearing about the emotional anguish over his mother's death. As a result, American publishing houses won't waste money on Harry's future works. To no one's surprise, publishers are a business that relies on book sales to make a profit. So they naturally seek out juicy details that will increase demand for their publications. To clear the air before the coronation, Harry and Meghan want to meet with Charles and William to demand an apology from the royal family. In what way should the air be cleared? It was Harry and Meghan, not Charles and William, who kicked up a muddy ruckus. So they should take the blame and apologise. Not speaking up because you don't want to appear low class or stoop to their level is just another way to avoid facing reality. Don't expect to avoid Harry and Meghan by ignoring them. The problem won't simply disappear. Put these two in their place and get it over with, Charles. A crazy person can't be ignored. If they are not stopped, they will become even more insane. In her own words, they don't represent the Queen, the monarch declared. Sorry, but as long as they hold titles, they represent the monarchy. And by not revoking their titles, Charles is telling the world that he's okay with their behaviour and will do nothing to stop it. To avoid confrontation with his son, Charles is choosing to ignore the issue in the hopes that it will go away on its own, which is neither leadership nor class. But Harry and Meghan have no plans to disappear or fade into the background, so the problem won't go away on its own. In addition to Harry's upcoming interview with Oprah's bestie, Gayle King, on a major American network, production has already begun on another Netflix project set for release on New Year's Eve. Charles shouldn't bother trying to be dignified right now. Doing so makes him look like a coward who can't handle making tough choices. If he wants his people and the world to respect him, he must rein in his son, and if that means revoking their titles, so be it. The public positions they hold should be eliminated if they're going to openly criticise the royal family. The first lesson is parenting is all about setting limits and holding children accountable for their actions. As for you, what are your thoughts on the matter in general? Leave a comment with your thoughts and questions and we can discuss them further. Feel free to like and share our video with anyone who enjoys whatever you feel like. If you're enjoying it as much as we hope you are today, please subscribe to our UK Royal News Trend YouTube channel for further updates. Now, I'd like to thank you for watching and wish you a good day.